Happy you could finally join us. Your Alluri friends were a no-show.
They'll be here.
I'm done waiting. Air Commanders, prepare to join the Rasharnian assault.
Sir, you can't do this. The Pentasod isn't causing the Maladar. It's suffering from it. Sandrak and the Binding Stone
You think I don't know all of this? He's insane. He literally believes the Pentasod went berserk because it's jealous.
Then why are you joining him?
The faults are gone. The Pentasod that made them is broken, unanchored, imploding, and all of Aveum is crumbling apart as it lashes out. Nothing else matters. Lucium isn't joining Sandrak's mad crusade, Jack. We're using it so we can cauterize the wound at the source.
What a crock of shit. Sorry for crashing in. Magni got a real blind spot for Alluri. The kid says you need our help, and from what I've heard of your plan, he's right by a mile.
And just what help could you possibly give us?
Look, lady, I ain't happy to be here either. We've had a bone to pick with your people for, I don't know, a few thousand years?
We have a lot to make up for. This is how it's supposed to be. Whatever magic the Magni take from the ley lines, the Alluri funnel back to where it came from. No corruption, no wound.
Yeah, well, what he's showing us squares with my research. This whole mess started once the Alluri were banished.
You know what you're doing is impossible. I'm right next to you.
The Pentasod is helping. We're tight.
Tell me, Jack, did you bring any other visions of perfect harmony that you saw in the Shrouded Realm that are actually relevant to the battle at hand?
The Alluri can heal the wound? We can start over?
It won't happen immediately. We've corrupted so much. But it won't happen at all if we do what you're asking.
Selko, get him out of here. Zendara, get your airships ready for transport and—
No.
I did not just hear that.
Selko, relieve the Grand Magnus of command.
Bullshit like this is why I live in a cave.
Lucium surrendered to Sandrak a month ago. Kalthus is still free. That makes me the ranking officer of the Immortals by ancient treaty. Look it up.
You're making a mistake you can't undo.
Take it up with Lavenry. If you help us, all the territories west of the Orenthals are yours. It's not much, but you'll have a sky. We can work out the rest from there.
You're in no position to make such an offer.
By law, we're a renegade army. She's the queen of Kalthus. Damn well do whatever she wants here.
We were gonna help regardless, but sure, we'll take bonus freedom.
Signal the commanders that there's been a change of plans.
Please, sir. You can still help us.
You're heading into disaster, Jack. The world ends because of what you chose today.
Just give the word, Initiate.
You actually came. I'm kind of speechless.
That's, first. And you should be thanking the boys. They're the ones who voted we help you. They heard you guilt-tripping me, kept it up after you left.
Oh, come on. No one tells you to do anything. You can say it.
Say what?
Haircut made a good point, see? And so I'm sitting at a crossroads of conscience, see?
You know what I don't smell on you? A proper fear of me.
Should I be getting worried?
Oh, you're definitely worried around me. Heebie-jeebies all over you like lice whenever I'm close. But no fear. Magni see Alluri, that's the first thing that pops up. Historically. They scream, freak out, run away.
There was plenty of fear the first time we met.
Sure. I gave off a lot of gonna eat your face off type overtones.
But then we just started talking and you just turned into a normal guy, you know? This guy I know, with horns.
I was getting to this theory I have about you and your no fear. What do you humans call your kind? Unfortunate?
Unforeseen. Also, I'm still human.
Is that so? All the Magni treat you like one?
I mean, yeah. Well, for the most part.
So, I think because you're an unforeseen, because you remember a time where you didn't have magic, you don't got the same ingrained fear of Alori as someone who's had magic their whole life. We just don't set you off the same way as we do the off-the-shelf Magni, the Dynasty.
Interesting theory. Or maybe it... Captain, I really appreciate the support. I know you and Kirkin go way back, so it couldn't have been easy for you.
I'm loyal to the Immortals, not Kirkin.
I get that, but still.
Permission to speak freely, sir.
Say what's on your mind.
It was a whole month, sir. Sandrak's hold on magic. The Magni outside of the Order of Masks had lost their power, and none of them knew if it would ever come back. It broke some of them. It affected all of them.
What are you saying?
Kirkin was wrong, but I can't help wondering if her response to the present crisis wouldn't have been so severe if the Magni hadn't felt so afraid.
You've got a big heart, Soko. More than most Thaddeus, thanks for the backup.
Everywhere you go, you cause a ruckus. I've never seen Kirkin that angry, kid, and if the Alori weren't here, that could have gone a whole nother way.
Her plan would have gotten us killed. Every one of us.
We think.
Wait, you think she was right? That killing the Penasod will heal the Maladar?
Wouldn't matter if she were. Killing ain't the kind of right I want to be on the side of.
So, hey, I got this weird favor to ask.
Speak up! What weird favor?
Was that necessary? Look, my friend Luna...
Gel that gut-shot me? Yeah, she's a favorite.
That one, yeah. I wanted to talk to her, but I don't know where she is. And I don't know how to do this, you know, this mind thing where I could find out.
Uh-huh.
So I was thinking, maybe, since we three share the whole thing between us, you could help me track her down somehow. It's not gonna work if you make it sound stupid.
Jack?
Holy shit, we did.
Why does everything smell like honeysuckle and eggs?
Hey now.
Oh, great.
Whatever you want to say, Jack, you better say it now. I can't maintain this tomfuckery for long.
Luna.
What's he talking about?
Them eggs was fresh.
You're supposed to leave me out of this, Jack.
This is it, Luna. One last battle against Sandrak. If we lose, you can't ignore this. Are you shitting me?
Sorry, kid. That's harder than it looks. She's good.
All right. Save your strength. Well, that was a whole thing.
That's an understatement.
Are you doing okay about Kirkin?
Of course I'm not. But what's done is done.
So, do I call you Grand Magnus now, or what?
Do you ever give things time to process, Initiate?
So you're saying we should table it and go?
I am. Are you ready?
I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Let's...
Air commanders have their final orders, sir. We're ready to embark and engage over the wound.
Keep our scrying officers silent until I give the signal. Sandrak still thinks we're coming to help.
They won't know what hit them.
Just need to get close enough to drop us on Sandrak's flagship.
My boys will break away and try to dampen whatever Sandrak's spells have got its hooks in the Penasod, pulling it through.
Good a plan as any, except, well... our airships are powered by magic. How are we supposed to transport the Alori?
You ain't. Fellas, time to gussy up.
All my born days I wanted to see that.
We can really do this.
Good hunting, people.
They've destroyed us!
Selka, peel off and hit their flanks! Open a path for the Alluri!
Copy that!
The rest of you, we're going straight up the gut. Did he really just yell wahoo?
I was feeling it.
Sir! Roshani and airship bearing for the Alluri! We can't stop it!
You have to, Captain. We can't do this without them.
Strip it!
Oh! Never mind, sir.
Holy shit.
Not bad. This is all on you now, Initiate.
No. Last time it was just up to me. I made the biggest mistake of my life. We're only going to win this one together. Sigil up.
moving, Initiate! Jack! Get down!
Oh, shit. Shit! getting close to Sandrak. Should I wait for you?
There's no time. Go!
Jack. Kirkham betrays me with a doomed assault with you at the head.
No. She was still all in on your plan. But my friends and I had a different idea.
Oh, you turned against her. Wonderful. I've had a good influence on you.
They're the key, Sandrak. If you really want to heal the wound, you're going to let them finish. You know I'm right.
I admit, your army of gargoyles is something I didn't see coming. Children of the Pentasad, are they not? Cruel of you to bring them just to see it die. You must want to build yourself a little family of orphans again. After all you have seen, you still insist on prolonging the world's suffering. Vantiful. Vijay! After all you have seen, you still insist on prolonging the world's suffering. Vantiful. Vijay! Draw this out for nothing. Should I fall, Aveum will follow. Warded against your power, creature. Can you hear it, Jack? In all of its varied hues of panic, the realization that even immortality is fleeting.
Sup?
Sup?
The traitor returned at last. You dishonor everything I gave you, sister. That Rasharn gave you.
You're so full of shit. You sold our people a dream you abandoned the moment I handed you the power to fulfill it.
You don't always have to wait until I'm on the ropes to swoop in, you know?
Don't. You're just always on the ropes.
Do you know how many Lucians she's killed, Jack? And you, sister? How many of your countrymen have died at his hand? Vision! Vantitor. Saren must breed Oathbreakers and Half-Breeds. I should have leveled it.
Get behind me! Get behind my shield!
With the Thrada Cull I resisted. With my own will I resisted. Vision! Vantitor. Tears should have been a lesson. Vision! Ow! Sherpa knew that joining me was the only answer.
Get the... Nishas Yuchiva. Zichi.
Enough! You mistake me for someone that has limits. I am the very wellspring of magic. The very...
Remember that time we pulled one over on the Upbridge gang?
I guess.
I'm saying literally remember the time we pulled one over on the Upbridge gang.
Enough! No! It's finally time to end your suffering. What?
This is for Devin. And for Luna. Oh, and the Palathon. And Saren. And fuck, man. Oh. Whew.
Don't forget the Maladar.
Right. And for the Maladar.
No, dummy. Literally, don't forget the Maladar.
It'll work.
Damn, kid! Rook says it's a bust. Too much corruption is pouring out of it too fast. Their absorption powers can't slow it down, much less cork it.
Then what are we going to do? The wound's still growing.
I'm thinking.
Think faster. Rasharnian Armada, this is the hand. Sandrak is dead and his madness is over. Stand down and disperse on my command.
You've already figured out the solution, Jack. We win. Then we start thinking about how to fix the wound.
Isn't there something else that we can do about it, I mean?
Of course. She never told you that Immortals are charged with sacrificing themselves to heal the wound at the end of their tenure.
Before you ask, yeah, it works.
What?
The Mandate, the healing ritual, one that splits you from your magic, from your soul. It works. I never would have left the Immortals if it didn't. That's too much of a person.
Would it work on something this big? If I...
Jumped in, exploded yourself right next to the Binding Stone, flooded all the fonts back into the Shrouded Realm? Yeah, could do. There's a hair of a mite. You won't survive, though. Good news, that bunny in your eyes is gone, and resolve is a powerful thing.
You're the worst possible person to actually understand goodbyes.
I'll tell her.
Well, okay. You don't have time to teach me the ritual, so...
Just stick it in your head on the way down. No. Listen, kid. If you're gonna jump, just jump already.
Jack?
It'll be okay, Luna.
Jack! What did he do?
He fixed it. Never doubted him for a second. So, now that the wound's been unfucked for the moment,
The rest is up to us. Magni orders are gonna have to rewrite their entire magical playbooks, and include the Alluri in them.
west of the Orenthals, huh? That's a right nice stretch of green. Pretty hills, dark groves. Rook'll love groves. They're all gardeners at heart, really.
They deserve more.
Yeah, well, once you started here, it's going to spread.
Lucium will follow our example.
Yeah, sure it will.
Word from Lavendry.
Speak of the devil.
Short version. The king and the dynastic families give their unending thanks.
That's it?
The language used was lovely, yet economical.
No, I mean, did Kirkin...
No word from her at all, sir. The king will recognize your claim as the head of your order, if you ask for it.
She'll come around.
No, she won't.
Yeah, likely not. She never did with me. You and Jack had the right of it, in a way I never did.
Woke up right in time for the compliments. Keep them coming.
There he is.
You look good for someone that exploded.
I got better.
Paid having the Pentasod owe you a favor. Spit you back out the Shrouded Realm good as new. Your legs still seem a bit pudding-foot, though.
Your, friend left when she saw you were on the mend. She said she wasn't sure where she was gonna go.
Yeah, that tracks. So what's next?
Well, plenty of Sandrak loyalists are still out there, running amok and causing trouble, refusing to believe he's really dead. You got any loose ends, kid? Wouldn't expect to tie him up in peace.
And what about the Immortals?
Rasharn's withdrawing back to the front. We'll take advantage of that time and try to rebuild.
And, under your leadership?
I take it you have an opinion on that.
I mean, yeah. I think it should be you.
I see. I was thinking the same thing.
You were? Oh, that's great. Totally should be you, for sure.
Totally.
Awesome. Yeah. Shouldn't be me at all. Right?
Oh, hell no.
Okay, well that's a little rude.
I mean, that would be the worst thing.
Yeah.
That could
no.
happen.
Yeah.
Literally
no way.
can't think
right?
of anything
But like,
worse.
why not though? Like,
happen
you haven't even
than
thought
you
about it?
Being the leader. I mean,
We could.
it's funny though. Listen, it's funny. It's
You know,
a funny
we've been
idea.
through a lot.
I'd love to see it. Well, I don't. You know, maybe we should try.
A trial.
Just for
Well, what is that?
just for
prove?
shits and giggles.
I think I've proven myself more
Give it
than
a day.
once. I healed the wound. Grand Magnus?
I'm gonna get used to that. What's on your mind, Initiate?
Everything happened so quickly that we never had a chance.
I don't want to. That whole month. I made a lot of peace with a lot of things back then. And Devin's death was...
I get it.
When things settle, maybe I'll visit his family in the Bracelet Isles, off the coast of Lavenry.
You bet. Without the path, how are we going to do selection?
Who says she's gone? You came back.
And I reignited the fonts across Aveum.
Right. Including the one the path formed around. I wouldn't write... Still, we'll need to rebuild a new fortress.
There's a lot of airship workers in Saren that wouldn't mind a...
Good idea. I'll have Selk...
Believe it or not, I don't do that well without orders. The whole thing that happened...
I'm not sure how I'm gonna handle that.
What do you mean?
She led our order for decades, Jack. And there's not a general in the Light's army that she doesn't have leverage on. And every one of the Lucian Magni houses owes her some kind of favor.
What? Even after she literally wanted to kill the thing that created their magic?
Time moves on. Things like that get forgotten quicker than you might expect. Lamenting what happened with Kirkin? Not as important as preparing for how she comes at...
Thought I'd check in.
Nothing to report here.
Orphe, bet you saw me coming.
Candle. Fortunately for us, this is one of the timelines where you returned.
Whoa, you can see me in alternate timelines? Hold up. I don't always make it?
Sometimes your friends fail to catch you. Sometimes you two have a falling out and you leave your safe house alone, and the Rashanians run you down.
You know about Luna?
Not really. We can only infer her presence in our visions of you. Otherwise, she is invisible to us. Well trained and you're lucky to have such a talented Magnus on your side. Strange that you didn't introduce her to the Immortals.
Look, I don't want to lie to you. She used to be in the Order of Masks. That's over with, though. She doesn't work for Sandrak anymore.
A Rashanian?
Not really. Well, okay, she calls herself one now, but also they kidnapped her a long time ago, and I only sort of get it, but she's my friend. Right, that's all that matters.
It's a start. In any case, we are grateful for whichever rivers brought you back to us.
What's it like, being able to see, you know...
More often than not, we really don't know if they're divergent until we get there. Sometimes enough context clues reveal that we're looking at a future.
Like, say if I'm an Ormic sky sailor, and everyone's acting like I've always been one.
Exactly. Some are fun like that. Divergent pasts, though, they are invariably disturbing to...
You can see alternate pasts?
The wound is how. It can actually swallow up bits of history.
Hold up a sec, Sandrak mentioned this. I thought he was just trying to fuck with my head.
Afraid not. And sometimes the wound even regurgitate. Afterwards, history has to reknit itself as best it can. It obviously can't get all the details right, as unwhole as it's become. And you'll go half mad if you look at...
When the magic went away, how'd you handle it? I can only imagine how it affected your perception of time.
It was horrible. No one should have to live with linearity. It's like
What do you mean?
Atemporal sight is hard to explain. Imagine a sentence. In Lucium, it's read from left to right. In the spectrum of seers, though, that sentence is multidimensional. It can be moving towards you, or angling outward by 60 degrees, or...
Like spinning on an axis?
Yes. Every sentence a sphere. A book of them like foam. Extrapolate that from the written word to all forms of perceiving the world.
Sorry, I'm still stuck in book foam.
We're unable to convey how much you have given back to us, Cand.
Good chat, Orphe.
We'd like to give you some...
Are you sure? What for?
Just consider it a kindness repaid, my little candle.
Silas Meade, terror of Yilthian Fields. You made it.
Well met again, sir. If I have a knack for anything, it's surviving.
It's a good trait to have. And we can use every soldier we can get.
Thank...
They don't bite, you know. The Allori?
They most certainly do, sir. And if they can smell my bloodline as well as they can your magic, I'm not long for this world.
What are you talking about?
It's not something I'm proud of, sir, especially in light of recent revelations. My family can trace its lineage all the way back to the Arjamon tribes of the Enduola. They were famous Allori standard bearers.
I promise you, Silas, that your ancestors
That's not what I meant, sir. In those days, the Magni would have some of their most honored lightless carry standards and, well, I think you can guess, sir. They thought it would absorb the magic of their enemies.
That's one of the worst things I have ever...
It was thousands of years ago, sir, but blood travels fine. It's not just the Magni that have to make amends. We
So?
I've asked the new Grand Magnus for a transfer to the front, sir. My family's still stationed there, and no one knows, but the airship ride will do me good.
What about him?
For one, I didn't expect him to be so...
Right?
And when the Magnus King of Lavenry sent no... Then why do I think myself lesser compared to the dynasty? It's because they make...
Don't forget that. I'd better go. Ambassador Dem.
Hello.
Zendara taking command of the Immortals.
She was instrumental in getting so many of us from the Palathon here to Glavegate.
I think Lavenry might see a chance to influence the Immortals in ways they...
I won't let them find some loophole in Lucium's treaties with Calthus, as weakened as this kingdom is.
Thank you, Ambassador.
Wary of those in power not seeing things clearly. I wonder why. But
The Alluri have...
it's a hard sell to me, and I was here. Deposing Kirkin is one thing. Undoing generations of hate, fear. You mustn't be naive at this juncture, Jack. The days after victory tend to bend back.
You know we can't heal the wound without...
I believe you. I just want you to realize that happy endings...
I have...